everyone, I'm Patty Cesarini, and welcome back to another edition of the State Champs High School Sports Show, powered by Lawrence Technological University. Today I'm coming to you from Clarkston High School, where we have one of the biggest matchups in the OAA Red. We will break it all down later for you. Coming up, Lauren Withrow checks in with the best female golfer in the state and the reigning Division II state champ. We're also kicking off our new series spotlighting the MHSAA Student Advisory Council and giving a voice to Michigan's student athletes. And yes, there is a big change. I'm the one that's going to be steering our Mr. Football segment. I had a chance to catch up with one of our candidates after a record-setting night last Friday, and their head coach, Kyle Short, had a moment of his own that you are not going to want to miss. But first, let's get things rolling with the best football matchups from across the mitten. Here's Ryan Slocum with the hit list.
We begin in the Huron League. Monroe Jefferson looking to go 5-0 for the first time since 2006. They were on the road at Flat Rock. The Bears were led by junior quarterback Luke Beaudry. Gimme 5. Yes, count them. 5 rushing touchdowns. Jefferson takes it 44-22, their first 5-0 start in 19 years. Next to the KLAA East Division, a battle of Livonia with Stevenson taking on rival Churchill. The Spartans made big-time plays. Caden Eberhardt launches the deep ball, and Cam Huntley hauls it in, 95 yards to the crib. Then on the kickoff, the senior Quinn Nolan goes the distance. A 99-yard touchdown return. Stevenson holds on to beat Churchill 27-21. Staying in the KLAA for a West Division showdown between Brighton and Northville. The Bulldogs scored twice in the third to go up 21-7, and Northville answers. Cooper Durkat on the keeper. He makes it 21-14. The Mustangs were driving late, but Brody Shannon said, Brighton wins 21-14 after losing in Week 1. The Bulldogs have now won 4 straight, and they lead the KLAA West. Over to the Lakes Valley Conference, South Lyon on the road at Walled Lake Western. The Lions led it 24-7 in the third before the Warriors rally. David Krall finds Jakari Anderson. That cuts it to 24-21. Final play of the game. Krall's Hail Mary is picked off by Braden Nieper. South Lyon holds on 24-21. They remain unbeaten at 5-0. To the east side for a Mac White matchup. Grosse Pointe South visiting Roseville. The Blue Devils cruise. They win 47-25. They are also a perfect 5-0. In the MAC Red, Utica Eisenhower hosting Sterling Heights Stevenson at Warren Cousino. Gabriel Pettypool pounds in the rushing touchdown as the Eagles win it 15-3. They move to 4-1. Heading west for an OK Red showdown with Rockford taking on Granville. Luke Ahern with a pair of scores as Rockford pitches a shutout on the road, 28-0. The defending D3 state champ Zeeland West facing crosstown rival Zeeland East. Brandon Holman with a pair of rushing TDs leading the Ducks to the 38-14 victory and a 4-1 record. Head north, young man, to the Upper Peninsula. Menominee traveled 3.5 hours to Houghton. Then the Maroons offense traveled up and down the field. A 56-12 dub. They improved to a perfect 5-0. To the Lansing area, it was 4-0 Michigan Center at 4-0 Leslie. Leslie up 4 in the second half, but the Cardinals fighting back. Hayden Hinkle on the option, pitches it back to Braylon Brown. Brown reverses field and takes it all the way to the house as Michigan Center holds on to win a thriller 36-32 over Leslie. For more football coverage, check out the State Champs YouTube page and follow State Champs on all social media.
At Bedford Hills Golf Club, I'm Lauren Withrow. After winning last year's MHSAA D2 Girls Golf Individual State title, Dexter's Avery Manning continues to raise the bar. This past summer, Manning won the Michigan Girls Junior Am individual title in stroke play, building confidence she's carried into her senior season.
I would say it's pretty high after that. Sometimes it's still like nerve-wracking because it's like golf can change any day. Like it doesn't matter, like you can have good rounds, bad rounds. I get a little nervous. Like it's been pretty steady with my confidence.
Dexter coach Greg Pelkowski said that confidence isn't just a reflection of wins, but of Manning's relentless effort to improve her already solid game.
He really has a great sense of knowledge around the golf course, and there's not many shots that we can talk about that she can't pull off. Short game has really improved this year. Again, her just mentality and her course knowledge and preparing better for the contests we play.
While some winners get loud, Manning relies on quiet confidence. What's your inner dialogue like?
I just kind of like scope everything out and I'm just like, okay, like I've got this. And I just kind of try to reassure myself, like I'm Avery Manning, like I'm going to win, like I'm here to win.
That quiet focus shows up week after week, shot after shot, and it's leading to big results. Manning has over 10 first-place finishes this season and hasn't placed below 4th. Pelkowski says the team follows her example.
She brings the other players along with her, tries to make them better in all aspects of the game.
Now in his 6th season leading the Dreads, Pelkowski said this year's roster, along with last year's, is the most talented he's ever coached. The one constant at the top of the lineup, Manning, holding the top spot since the day she showed up as a freshman.
Their work ethic, their mentality, they've really wanted to compete, they really want to win, and they put in a lot of effort. It's going beyond. It's weekend practices and staying after practice and things like that, and they really do put in a lot of effort.
At last year's state championship, Manning earned her individual title, while the team fell just short and finished runner-up. A bittersweet combination she still remembers.
One of the best parts about our team is they were able to celebrate me more than even our runner-up finish.
In her final season before she heads to Oakland University to play golf, Manning wants to leave the program even stronger than she found it. Manning's looking to defend her individual state title, while the Dreadnoughts looking to step inside the winner's circle as a team.
Finish out our SEC season, let's go to regionals and try to repeat again, and then let's go win a state title this year. And I think that's what they want to do.
I'm Lauren Withrow for State Champs.
I'm Robbie Elliott, and it is that time again. The top performing post on our social media, I have two for you. Dakota Garant and Corey Sadler, two very known names, producing almost 300,000 views. Remember, this can be you if you submit your videos to statechampsnetwork.com/fanvision.
If playing college sports is your dream, don't wait for a college coach to find you. Recruit yourself. At Lawrence Tech, we're looking for student athletes. LTU competes in the NAIA with 24 varsity sports and athletic scholarships. Explore new degree programs like sport management, where sports meets cutting-edge education. Visit LTURecruitYourself.com and just fill out the questionnaire. It's that easy. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
What's more authentic than a Hungry Howie's Detroit-style pizza? Nothing. We're not playing around with the pizza of our birthplace. Thick crust, cheese to the edge, sauce on the top. Where it belongs. We've seen a lot of fakes out there. Not here. This is authentic Detroit-style pizza. Order yours now online for $12.99. We sauce the top and rep for the 313 everywhere. We do bold. Hungry Howie's.
I'm Chris Gorski, holding it down on the west side. Let's run it back with a full sprint through Michigan high school sports.
Boys soccer first, a huge OK Conference clash as 6th-ranked Grand Haven shuts down Rockford 2-0. The Buccaneers are boiling, 7 wins in their last 8. Staying on the pitch, a Division II top 10 throwdown, Unity Christian ranked number 2 host 10th-ranked Holland Christian, and Unity puts on a clinic. 5 goals, count them 5, they roll 5-1. To the pool, D1 number 3 Jenison takes their talent on the road and hands Byron Center a loss. Wildcats swim out with a solid W. Volleyball now, Grand Haven and Hudsonville go toe-to-toe. This one's a 4-set frenzy, and the 8th-ranked Bucks survive it, taking down number 15 Hudsonville in a thriller. Now let's send it east with Robbie Elliott.
Thanks, Gorski. The action over here, heated. Mac Red Volleyball Showdown. Utica Eisenhower looking like a wagon. They sweep Macomb Dakota in straight sets and stay perfect in league play. That's why they're our 6th-ranked squad. Meanwhile, South Lyon East is surging up to number 10 in the rankings, and they prove why with a sweep over the defending D2 champs, Detroit Country Day, on their floor. Field hockey stop. Country Day hosting Chelsea. The Bulldogs go up 2-0 early, but Country Day comes storming back for a 2-2 draw. Non-stop action in that one. Cross-country time, Mac Red Division Championships at Dakota. For the boys, Romeo's Owen Perry outkicks Utica's Harper Wesley at the line, wins it by a second. Romeo takes the team title too. Girls side, yeah, it's a Romeo rerun. Annie Hervowski blows away the field, wins by nearly 2 minutes. 3 more Bulldogs in the top 5. They own that division crown. Want more highlights? You know where to go. Check out the State Champs YouTube and social media pages.
Hi everyone, it's now time for another one of our Volleyball Player of the Year Award updates presented by Michigan Elite Volleyball alongside Ren McCauley. I'm Patty Cesarini. Thanks so much for being with us today. We are highlighting Karis Chatfield, a 6th rotation outside from Jenison. In Ren, what stands out about the way that she plays the game?
Like you said, 6th row player, right? That's really good for any high school team you have. You always want that. She's also very smart. She can call on audible out of the back row, front row, anything. And that is something you always need. You always need a hitter available, and if she's their big hitter, that's what you want on team.
Jenison now moves to 7 in our top 20 rankings. In South Lyon East and Byron Center jump back into our top 20 rankings. You can catch the full top 20 on our website at statechampsnetwork.com. And before we leave you for the week, Ren, could we maybe see some changes to our top 10 player of the year?
Maybe, right? It's getting to be that season, right? Teams are starting to take off, seasons are starting to progress, players are starting to be better, some players are falling behind, so we'll see next week.
It'll be a big question mark, but we'll let you know right here on State Champs Network.
Time now to Tech This Out, powered by Lawrence Technological University. Women's volleyball at LTU is growing fast, and at the center of it is a coach who knows exactly what it takes to compete at the highest level. A former professional from Brazil, Gustavo also played at Lawrence Tech, earning Libero of the Year and All-American honors. He earned his master's in data analytics from LTU, giving him a unique perspective as both a coach and an alum.
Being a student athlete in Lawrence Tech, it's something that brings me the understanding of the players, especially Lawrence Tech being so unique. The way we recruit, we have a lot of engineers, architects. Those majors are hard and very time consuming. So me understanding their workload, it makes it easier to work with them and then manage the workload in practice as well.
His goals? It's about building something that lasts.
It's the experience is the most important thing for me. If you come here and there's something you add to the program, whatever way it's your way to contribute, that's a success for me.
For future recruits, there's opportunity and a coach ready to build something special.
We are a growing program that has a lot of opportunities. LTU academics are very unique, challenging, and rewarding in the end. So if you have this mindset that you want to have in academics and in the volleyball courts, I think our program is a great space for that.
And there's more. Gustavo was recently named head coach of the LTU men's volleyball team, where he's now recruiting the next generation of Blue Devils on both sides of the net. If you want to take advantage of learning from an international professional and All-American, recruit yourself at lturecruityourself.com. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious, make magic.
Volleyball fans and football fans, quick reminder. In our Mr. Football Anvil Award and Volleyball Player of the Year, if your player is the leading vote getter on our online vote, they automatically make it to the Final Four. So get on statechampsnetwork.com and vote for your athlete. We'll be right back.
Looking for a score, a schedule, a story? MHSAA.com has you covered. Our newly redesigned website has everything you need to follow high school sports in Michigan. And it's optimized for mobile use. Fans can submit scores on a Friday night, check playoff pairings and game times, or read about the student athletes from your community. Your first stop is MHSAA.com. Connect with us online and get everything you need all in one place.
At Alto Equipment, we know when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters. Alto Equipment has partnered with the biggest names in construction, including Volvo, Leeboy, Sonnebogen, Avant, ASV, and more to provide the state of Michigan with industry-leading service and support. Alto Equipment services all makes and models, and their technicians are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Do you have a big project? Alta Rents has you covered with the most diverse rental fleet in Michigan. Give them a call at 844-GO-TO-ALTA today.
In a world where the magic of movies transports us to new realms, there exists a place where curiosity takes flight. Lawrence Technological University, where curiosity isn't just encouraged, it's celebrated. Here, minds ignite and dreams take shape, where innovation isn't just a buzzword, it's a way of life. Explore the magic of discovery. Experience the wonder of Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
Hi everybody, I'm Patty Sesterini, and today I am alongside Franny Keeley, a cheer and track athlete at Jenison High School and also a member of the MHSAA Student Advisory Council. Franny, thanks so much for being here with me today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. So I want you to explain for the first edition of these series of interviews, I want you to be able to explain for us, what is the Student Advisory Council and what is your overall mission?
Our mission is for us students to be able to look at what the adults and the main MHSA council are doing and try and help better that for the students. We would like just our voice to be heard, and so the 16 of us speak for the population of the high school students.
How have you seen that being a part of this group and really leading that change translate into your own leadership within cheer and track and field?
Overall, I hold myself to a higher standard now. I need to be exemplifying what we call the 5 S's for MHSAA, which is sportsmanship, safety, scholarship, all of those. So if we are exemplifying how to be a good student athlete, we are hoping to better the community around us who will hopefully follow our track.
Franny, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us here today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
It's now time for our Mr. Football Award update presented by Hungry Howie's. Today I am alongside Tommy Carr, coming off of an absolute explosive performance. Tommy, 9 touchdowns, 8 passing, 1 rushing, now tied for second in the MHSAA record books for most touchdown passes in a game. What clicked so well for you in that game last week?
Honestly, it was just offense was executing at a high level. Everyone was doing their job. We started off not great offensively, but after that first drive, we were rolling. Offensive line was blocking, receivers were getting open, and we were just executing. It was great team football.
And Tommy, in that game on Friday night, Coach wasn't there. He was there in spirit, right? but obviously we have to give a big congratulations. He just had a baby with his wife, Alexis. What was the vibe without Coach there? What was going on?
Right, we thought we were going to have him all the way up until about 2 o'clock of the school day, so we were preparing all week. And when it came, there was a little bit of worries, but in the end we have faith in our staff, and we know Coach Drez called a great game, and we have full faith in our team and our staff, and we went out and executed.
And now I'm here with head coach Kyle Short. Coach, first of all, congratulations on the baby. That's super awesome.
Thank you.
So you texted the team on Friday letting them know you can't be at the game. Your wife's going into labor. What was the initial, feeling surrounding all of this?
Yeah, it was my wife, Lexi. She gave me a text during the day saying she thinks her water broke, and I called her and I was like, what do you mean you think? Because I was expecting our first one where it was the movie scene type water break, and she actually played it off and didn't tell me for an hour because she knew that this was a big game. So she wanted me to coach the game, and she didn't want to have to go into labor on Friday. But after about an hour, she got on the phone call with the U of M nurses, and they said, yeah, you guys should come in. So I actually called Tommy out of class and talked to him one-on-one and said, hey, I'm heading in. The game plan's the game plan. You guys are prepped for it. You guys are going to do a great job. And kind of put him at ease, and I also told him, I said, hey, the ball's in your hands. I said, you're going to have a great game, and obviously it turned into one of the best games in state history, but I wanted to make sure he was good as our quarterback and he could kind of be the guy that put everybody else at ease on the team. And then the rest is history. Was in the hospital room watching the game and watching the boys do their thing.
Well, Coach, I appreciate it, and congratulations on
Thank
the baby
you.
again. That
Thank
is
you. I
awesome.
appreciate it.
And remember that you can cast your vote for Tommy Carr and the rest of our top 10 on our website, statechampsnetwork.com.
All right, thank you, Patty. So a little different kind of Mr. Football conversation this week. If you go online, you can see more from that interview with Tommy Carr. Right now, here at LTU, I have got the coach, Tim Beckler, here, and we've got another Anvil candidate that, well, this week we're going to keep it in the family, keep it in that Hornet family, so to speak.
If you have a need for speed, we've got your guy this week. Isaiah Harris, a defensive end from Saline. He is an absolute rocket coming off that edge.
Saline is a team that is climbing our rankings. You can find those at statechampsnetwork.com. You can also vote for the Anvil Award online at our website. And this award is proudly presented by Hungry Howie's. In October, it's Love, Hope, and Pizza. That means for every pizza purchased, they make a donation to the National Breast Cancer Foundation. We'll see you in just a bit.
What's more authentic than a Hungry Howie's Detroit-style pizza? Nothing. We're not playing around with the pizza of our birthplace. Thick crust, cheese to the edge, sauce on the top. Where it belongs. We've seen a lot of fakes out there. Not here. This is authentic Detroit-style pizza. Order yours now online for $12.99. We sauce the top and rep for the 313 everywhere. We do bold. Hungry Howie's.
From our very first breath, curiosity is why we question everything through barrages of whys and how comes. It now needs the tools to will its vision into existence. Tools that will forever allow curiosity to obscure the line between technology and magic. Be curious. Make magic. Lawrence Technological University.
Welcome back to State Champs. We're going to get right into that OAA Red action. Clarkston Wolves playing host to Rochester Adams, and Clarkston trying to settle the score from last year. Sean Belegian and Grant Perry had the call.
I have a feeling the ball's going to number one here. Let's see. Handoff, number one. Touchdown, number one. Lucas Bowman.
And that's all up front. That's great push by that old line. Cameron DeWood right here. He's made 3 big catches thus far for this offense.
Let's see if he looks that way. DeWood now lining up near slot. The lefty rolls left, stops, throws to the end zone, got a man wide open. Touchdown. Great play call there. And the Highlanders get on the board, Grant.
Really good play, and that takes a level of experience there by the quarterback, Rylan Waters.
Bowman checks back in. keeper, though, into the end zone. Touchdown.
Watch these guys just pave the way. Quarterback sneak. We know the deal. All we need is a yard. Come on, push and look at the leverage here. Low man wins. Great job, great push.
Bowman checks back in. Wyschenko under center. Pitches it to Bowman. Inside the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolves. Lucas Bowman again. Clarkson takes care of business at home with a 21-7 victory over Rochester Adams. Well, Grant Perry, next week, we asked the fans to speak up, and we listened. Romeo, you mounted up, and we're going to be out in Romeo next week for a dandy.
Yeah, I'm excited about that one. We've seen Dakota. They got some ballers. I'm excited to see what the Romeo Bulldogs have in store.
So make sure you check us out next week, the whole crew, on the State Champs Network and Local 4+.
Ryan Slocum alongside Rob Rubik. It was week 5 of the high school football regular season. State Champs Score took you all over the state. We had some awesome games once again, especially in the OAA Red.
Yeah, really powerful conference. We're going to see it again next week a little bit, some of our games. There's some really good conferences throughout this state, but what I enjoyed the most, you got to God's country. You got to the UP. We saw Menominee head up to Houghton and open up a can on the Gremlins a little bit, and Dave Ellis reporting there was really kind of neat for me and kind of brings me back close to home.
It could be neat for you too if you join us on State Champs Score next week. We'll be here. Hope you are. We'll see you then.
And that's a wrap for this week's edition of the State Champs High School Sports Show, powered by Lawrence Technological University. In case you missed anything, don't worry about it. Just head over to our YouTube page to see the extended clips of everything that we post and for some more bonus content. Next week, we are back with more cannot miss features, updated award races, and don't be surprised if there is a shakeup in our volleyball top 10. Make sure you're following us on all of our social media pages. We're dropping highlights, rankings, and stories every single day. And we will be back at our regularly scheduled time to Saturdays at 10:30 a.m. next week, so don't miss it. I'm Patty Cesarini. Thanks so much for watching right here on State Champs.
State Champs High School Sports Show on Local 4 WDIV is presented by Lawrence Technological University. With over 24 NAIA varsity sports, we want you to recruit yourself at LTURecruitYourself.com. State Champs is also brought to you by Hungry Howie's, famous for flavor. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan Army National Guard, proud partner of the MHSAA. Alta Equipment Company, Michigan's #1 construction equipment provider. Get the right equipment for your project every time with Alta Equipment. And Michigan Elite Volleyball Academy, consistently developing players at the highest level of amateur competition.